thing that moved this fire was wind, and you had gusts to 60 miles an hour on this fire, and the only thing that you can do is anchor, find something that doesn't burn, and work the sides of the fire because you can't get in front of the head of this fire.
It is actually amazing considering that many other homes were in harm's way. Tonight, Joe Westbrook reports on one of the ways firefighters protected those homes using an innovative new technology called Barricade Gel.
Hi, I'm John Bartlett of Barricade International. I'm standing in a scene today that unfortunately has become much too familiar recently. I'm in the Black Hills National Forest in South Dakota. We're here today, however, because South Dakota was the first state to adopt the use of Barricade Fire Blocking Gel on a statewide basis. They got it in and got it on the fire trucks just before this fire broke out. We're going to talk today with the strike team leader that was in charge of structure protection in this area. They were able to save a lot of houses using Barricade Fire Blocking Gel. We'll also talk with State Fire Chief Joe Lowe, who was instrumental in getting Barricade to South Dakota before this fire broke out. And then we'll have a unique opportunity to talk with several of the homeowners who felt that their houses were surely burned in this inferno, only to be able to return and find that their houses were completely undamaged. Before we do all that, however, let's step back and let's take a look at just how Barricade Fire Blocking Gel really works.
Barricade's super absorbents act like miniature sponges, absorbing and holding large amounts of water. These wet sponges, or bubblets, layer themselves one on top of another, forming a long-lasting thermal protective gel coating. In order to penetrate this coating, the heat must boil the water out of the top layer before it can be transferred to the layer beneath. This unique thermal protective gel coating provides an amazing level of protection to structures, vehicles, fuel tanks, propane cylinders, or any object where they are exposed to the effects of a fire.
Now we're in another area of the Black Hills National Forest. As you can see, there had to be a terrific ground-to-ground fire in this area. Firefighters described flame heights of over 200 feet that night. One of those firefighters was Captain Gordon Sabo. Gordon is an 18-20-year veteran of the Rockerville Fire Department here in South Dakota, has seen a lot of fires in this area. Gordon, looks to me like it was pretty scary. Tell us a little bit about what happened that night.
You bet. This was an exceptional fire, We had 4 to 5 years of drought preceding this fire. We had storm damage from the 2000 blizzard, put a lot of tops of the trees on the ground. It was fed by 40 to 60 mile an hour winds.
Wow.
It was really moving through here. We had 200-foot flame lengths. That's not exaggerating a bit.
Now, I've read some of the news reports coming out of this fire, and you and your crew, your strike team, are actually being credited with saving, I think, 6 houses in an area. But I also know there was a 7th house. I remember your name because you were one of our customers. You bought a Barricade home kit, just before this fire?
Actually, about 30 days or so before the Battlecreek fire, I was introduced to Barricade, and we went ahead and ordered a case in for our own home, and we received it about 2 weeks before the Battlecreek fire. And of course, we did use it on the fire and protected our home, which lies just right down the hill.
Yeah, this is your backyard now, isn't it? Your home is right down here, and looking through, it's amazing that it's still standing. Let's go take a closer look.
All right. So in through this area, we had 8 to 10 foot flame lengths, and it burned virtually all this grass and the trees. It was a pretty good fire, even down this close to the house.
Wow, Gordon, it's great to see that your house is still in such great shape. You got wood siding, large glass windows. Tell me about it.
Absolutely. I was really concerned about the big windows and the high windows with the heat trap overhang. You know, the radiant heat could penetrate through there and start a fire on the inside of the house with lighting the curtains and stuff. So I wanted to make sure that I got this coated real well with the Barricade Gel, which we did. We completely coated the entire house.
So the critical areas of the house that you coated, I see over here, you got, what is that, a 500-pound LP tank?
Yeah, it's a 500-gallon propane tank. We coated it with gel, and it stayed real well. It didn't vent, no flames or gas.
Kept it cool.
Absolutely.
Good. It's nice to be filming here today on a house that was actually saved by Barricade. We're glad your house is still fine.
Yeah, thank you. It's a wonderful product. It did a great job.
Thank you, Gordon.
Thank you.
Okay, we want to invite you along on a ride with Captain Sabo and I into the Klondike area. This region in the Black Hills was an area where the fire was most intense. We're going to meet some of the residents in this area and see their homes that were saved by Barricade Fire Blocking Gel.
31 years.
He's a firefighter?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. He's quite a character. We had a lot of fire in here. We had fire on 3 different ridges here. So we went ahead and gelled the house with Barricade, and then we evacuated all of our firefighters.
So it was burning over here, and it was burning right here?
Yep.
And it was coming up the draw at you?
Yeah, we had embers falling everywhere.
Wow. Again, must have been some pretty incredible radiant heat.
Yeah, it was.
Let's go meet Bud.
All right. We started by gelling the outside edges of the house, and then of course we came around here. We saw the porch as a problem, and the heat traps here. So
the underneath.
Everything underneath.
You gelled under here?
Oh yeah. We gelled the whole place up real well, and then we backed on out of here and let Mother Nature do her stuff.
I'm glad it worked. It's a beautiful home.
Hey.
This must be Bud.
That's Bud.
That's Bud, huh? Hey, Bud Moser.
Bud, John Bartlett with Barricade. Pleasure to meet you.
Gordon Sable. Nice to
Okay,
meet you.
Rockerville.
Rockerville Fire
Yeah,
Department.
that's right. I know you guys.
Yeah.
Well, it's sure nice to have a house to come back to, I'll tell you that.
We're glad you have a house to come back
Put it
to.
all together, you know. Well, I sure was surprised that when I got here, I see this note on the door. It says, Rockerville Fire Department, we've used some stuff on your house, new stuff. And, well, of course, the first thing Sonia did, she wanted to know what it was, you know. And kind of sticky, a little bit gummy, but you could see up through here where they dropped all that red stuff out of the airplanes, you know. It's still up there pretty good. Sure did.
Well, it just makes me so happy to know that Barricade was used to save a brother firefighter's house.
Well, that's a good deal. It really is. It makes me feel good that you guys are out here to not just publicity so much, you know. It's really, the stuff really did work. That's all I can say about it. Okay.
Pleasure to meet you, Bud.
Pleasure.
Take care.
Take care, guys.